if you've ever seen the show Snowfall, the main character is Franklin Saint. He's a good guy who just wants to be successful for his family, but he's a black man coming up in the early 80s where racism is still prevalent, and he's poor. So he decides to get into some illegal things, and when things are up, right? But when things are down, then they're spiraling out of control, and Franklin basically loses everything, okay? What does this have to do with crypto? Well, we are in a snowfall, so to speak. But instead of snow that's falling, is crypto that's falling, okay? Fear the greed index is 16. It hasn't been this low since March or February, right? We were at 15 yesterday. I expect when the update happens in less than 10 hours, it will be higher. When I'm looking at the the charts today, Bitcoin, we hit 94.5, okay? Now, time out, guys. Not financial advice. I got to infer. Not financial advice because I'm not a financial advisor. Not financial advice because I'm just talking to you like I'm talking to the homies, okay? Here's the thing, guys. I made a video on Patreon. Shout out to everybody on Patreon because you already know Patreon gets it first, right? That we're going to see 92.5 this month, right? In November. Matter of fact, I even said 92.5 last month, if you remember. We're going to see that, right? I just didn't know the time frame, okay? So now we know. And here's the crazy part. I wake up today, and this is the first picture that I see on X. It's Michael Saylor, right, on a lifeboat, right, while the Titanic is sinking. You see the orange there? That's supposed to be the Bitcoin, right? And it's funny because a lot of people are like, yo, why are you posting a sinking ship that you're abandoning? And then people are saying, yo, bro's leaving the ship. Peter Schiff, you know, the gold guy that's always talking bad on Bitcoin. He's like, except you're hodling on the Titanic. Better jump ship before it goes down for good. So you see this picture. It's going viral right now, right? Michael Saylor posted this about 2 hours ago as I'm making this video. It's already got 1 million views. I think that's in the viral territory. People are shooketh, okay? Like they would say in the olden days. People are shooketh. Now, guys, I've been talking about 92.5 since last month, right? Now, here's something, and I didn't want to scare y'all, but I think we could even see lower. I'm talking about we might see 85.5. We could flash crash to 79.5. Hey, listen, guys, I'm laughing because this means that you are going to get a lot of good cryptos on that cheap, okay? I've been looking at XDC. XDC is just, listen, gone are the days when XDC was 2 cents. Remember 2022, 2023? I was waiting for a penny or for XDC to go below a penny. It never happened. Look, I'll be happy if XDC crashes to 4 cents. I'll be ecstatic if XDC goes down to 2 cents again. I would be so ecstatic, right? So I did buy some XDC earlier this week. I've got some orders sell up. I'm looking to get more XDC. I'm looking at XCN right now, right? XCN, if XCN gets to half a penny. Now, guys, remember, I said 0.006, right? I made that prediction last month on Twitter. It's playing out. See, the thing about my predictions is it's not that I'm wrong, but I'm like the Black Michael Berry. You know what I'm saying? I'm just very, very early, right? I'm super early, but I'm kind of glad because, like I said, I made that XCM prediction a month ago too. That hey, I'm waiting for XCM to hit 0.006. Okay, we hit 0.059. Now I'm waiting for XCM to hit 0.005, half a penny, because when it gets to that juncture, I'm gonna load up, right? If XCN gets to half a penny, right? Technically, we're almost there, right? I mean, I'm talking about 0.050, but we're already at 0.005 technically, right? You scoop up some, and then XCN goes back to a penny or penny and a half. That's a 2-3x profit right there, if you know. have some XCM for the short bag. And you guys know me, I keep XCM for the long term, but I did open up a short position. Now, when I say short, I'm not talking about shorting. I'm talking about, you guys know, I keep cryptos long term, short term, right? If I have that dual strategy. And for XCN now, I've moved into that because XCN is a good swing coin to trade, I think. But also I have it for the long term because I believe in the community, bro. I believe in the community. The community really healed me down on Twitter, and X is the only community that actually will rock with you and it's not looking for no handout. Like, the community is the best. And so because the community supports anybody that's rocking with XCN, you know, I gotta say, hey, tilt my hat, and XCN is doing great. Okay, let's take a look at Sue. Sue, guys, I remember when Sue was 70 cents, and I didn't really care for it. Matter of fact, I remember when Sue was 50 cents, and you know, at that point, I had faded Sue because at that point, you were like, it's too late, it's too late. I think Sue's at 176, right? Sue, how much more can it drop? I mean, I think it could go down to 150. If it goes below 150, and you holding the Sue bag, because you guys know I don't own Sue, but I do think that Sue, when it punches and reverses, meaning that once it's done crashing wherever it ends up, 150 or lower, and then when the real bull run happens, because this crap that we've been dealing with is not a bull run. It's just manipulative shakeout after shakeout after shakeout. Manipulation, okay? I think that Sue can hit $50 at the top, right? So Sue is definitely one that, if you have a Sue bag, don't lose faith. But if it goes to 150 or lower, you might want to load up on that, okay? Solana, let's take a look at Sol. Solana has not been the same since that Trump coin, right? I do think Solana is going to do well in the future. I've been saying that, even though you guys know I don't really rock with Solana, but it's too much money, too much whales, VC capitalists, it's too much money for them to let Solana fail. But Solana ETF drops, and Solana doesn't do squat. Same with the XRP ETF, which we'll get to in a moment, right? Solana's at 138.89. What happens if Solana gets down to $100 again or $90 again? Would you cop? Listen, one of the biggest crypto L's I've taken is seeing Solana at $9 and then being greedy and waiting for it to hit 7, right? Anyway, let's leave it at that. But if Solana hits $100 or less, and you are one of them Solana boys, because I know y'all been really quiet ever since February, when Solana really hasn't done squat. Y'all have been really quiet, Solana boys. But if Solana goes back down to $100 or lower, that's a steal, right? At these prices. See, guys, there's a pattern happening right now that I've been noticing for the last, I would say, almost 2 years, that we're making higher lows, right? We're making higher lows, which is good. Why? Because when things punch and reverse, meaning when things start to go in the up and up, we're going to make higher highs. And so, yes, I know a lot of people are saying Solo. I haven't seen the 2021 price for most of the altcoins that I've bought. Whoop-de-woo. Right. Exactly. Because of the fact that most altcoins haven't really done well, right? It's been a select few that have done well here and there. XRP, Solana, they've done excellent in the last, 12 months or beyond, right? But then you have some coins like Zcash has done just phenomenal, right? Zcash has done just amazing. I mean, it did a 20x. There's a lot of people that were buying Zcash when nobody else was buying Zcash, and they're retiring. So, the crypto market is a funny thing because we can deal with a lot of crap on the downside. And then you have a coin like Zcash that'll go up nearly, 1,500% in 90 days, over 114% in 30 days. Meanwhile, most of the market is down. right? If you look at Ethereum, for example, in the last 90 days, it's down 29%. And in the last 30, it's down 23%. Like a lot of coins have not done well, but then you get random coins like Zcash that'll just do phenomenal, right? And so shout out to the Zcash army. Shout out to everybody who's in Zcash. I didn't get Zcash because I'm not buying the top. You guys know me. I'm no FOMO, okay? But let's take a look at WikiCat. WikiCat is at 38 million. Remember, WikiCat was hovering at 100 million just a month ago. It's at 38 million. Now, I will say WikiCat has healed sturdy throughout this. Yes, I'm looking at the 15-minute chart. Let me change it to the 4-hour. I think that if WikiCat gets to 30 million or lower, 25 million, 20 million, that is going to be a great time to pick up. You want to pick up as much WikiCat as you can, because if you get WikiCat at 25 million, and then it goes back to 250 million, you feel me? That's a 10x. You feel me? So at the end of the day, this is WikiCat at 25 million, I think would be a steal still, right? And I know some people are going to be like, well, I want to get to WikiCat when it hits a million. Blah, blah, blah. You're not going to get it for a million. Like the trendsetters did, right? Like I said, remember we got into WikiCat when it was 1.7 million, right? It's not, unless like there's a massive crash, but that's a good price. So WikiCat, listen, I've been DCAing down, meaning dollar cost averaging on the way down. I'm not buying any WikiCat until it hits sub 30 million, so 29 million and below. Then I'm adding aggressively to my position, because I've already been buying WikiCat, right? But I'm talking about aggressively, like, you put in some club money, right? And listen, instead of going to the club, you buying crypto. Guys, listen, I'm making sacrifices, okay? I had this little PYT line up for the weekend, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I can't do it because what? Crypto's free falling. Some of you guys are getting paid today. I'm not, okay? I need to make sure I got as much dry powder as I can. I can't be distracted. Remember, guys, I told you guys back in September, I'm locked in, okay? I'm definitely locked in, okay? Sanctuary token is at 250,000 again. Now, with Sank, this is one of them high-risk plays, right? And this play, listen, guys, and one thing I love about Sanctuary is you don't need Sanctuary because it's risky, right? You don't need Sanctuary to go up to 50 million or $100 million market cap. Like Sanctuary is one for right now. When I'm saying right, because I am holding long term, but I'm saying for right now, if you holding short term, you buy at 250,000, and then when it goes to 1 million, that's a 4x. The problem with Sanctuary is that Sanctuary doesn't have first movers advantage. It moves when WikiCat moves. So if you're looking for first movers advantage, you're better off getting, WikiCat. If you're looking for to get the most bang for your buck because you ain't got a lot of money and you have a lot of patience, then yeah, Sanctuary is the great. If you want to get a bit of both, then hey, I'm not mad at that at all, okay? Now, guys, last coin I'm going to talk about, and then I'm going to wrap the video up because this is a bit longer than I thought. Crepe. Now, Crepe went down to 13.4 million or something like that, right? And I remember I was looking at my phone yesterday, and I was hurrying to buy some more Crepe, okay? Now, I didn't catch it at that low. I caught Crepe at like 13.7, 14.2, round there, I believe. But I do think that Crepe, if it continues to go down with these, things, if Bitcoin goes to 92.5, we might be looking at a 12 to $15 million Crepe. Now, if Bitcoin goes below the 92.5 and goes even lower, Crepe could go down to 10 million. And Crepe was definitely a coin that I've been strengthening my position just because I notice how, Crepe has really moved, okay? So yeah, guys, it's a situation right now where the markets are very depressing for a lot of people, but I look at this as a blessing. I look at this as a blessing because, you know, you're able, like, my strategy is very simple. It's to strengthen my position in coins that I already have. And I think 30 days from now, a month or two from now, right? When things start to hopefully go punch in reverse, meaning in the opposite end where things are going up, if you took advantage of now, you're going to be very pleased 30 to 60 days from now when things start to boom, right? So yeah, it's not the boom yet. We got to still go down, but man, let's make it do what it do, guys. Locked in, solo. It's your boy. God bless. Remember, put God and family first. That's God and that's God first and family next. You already know, okay? God first, family next, okay? It's your boy Jones. I'm out.